I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. So I'm so happy you are here with me today. Whether you are here from US, Europe, Mexico, South America, Southeast Asia, or anywhere else around the world, I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So no matter where you are from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. So let's talk about who is Mr. Xuemo and why should you care about Mr. Xuemo's work. Xuemo is one of the most prolific and inspiring authors from Western China. His story bridges Eastern wisdom and universal human emotions, offering readers around the world deep insight and timeless inspiration. So if you love meaningful story, profound thoughts, and beautifully written books, you're absolutely in the right place. Reading is not only about getting knowledge, it's a way to nourish the soul, to remember who we are, and to discover peace and clarity. So don't just scroll past, my friend. Hit the follow button and subscribe our channel and stay with us. We go live different times every day, bringing you fun stories, inspiring talks, and good vibes. This is a stay full of warmth, positivity, and love. So make yourself at home right here. Give us a like and drop a comment below if you have any questions. And let's spend a wonderful time together right here. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the eternal love. Okay. The doctor said Yato only have 2 or 3 months left to live. But Yato, under the guidance by our author Xuemo, Yato lived for more 4 years. Although her body was in agony, her mind was peaceful. Not just Yato lived for more 4 years, not just surviving, not just thriving. Yato meditated. She practiced compassion. She even made a vow. May I take on the suffering of all who are ill. So loves met the worst coldness. Can you imagine that when Yato's body was in agony, her mind was peaceful? Yato, visit hi. Jason, nice to meet you. Jason, okay, hi. Okay, so um, Yato visited other cancer patients in the hospital and just to listen, and share her fear and share her hope. Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy to you're good. So now is in summer in Western China. It's extremely hot. Okay, compare that to Yato's cousin. Okay, he got a stomach cancer. So Jason, you have to drink more water. Okay, drink more water, hot water. Yeah. So compare that to Yato's cousin. Yato's cousin got stomach cancer and was so scared, and he jumped off a building. Two people, same diagnosis, totally different ending. Why? Just because Yato didn't find death, she found freedom in it. She learned that the greatest miracle isn't living longer. Yeah, it's living a life. This a heart that is awake. Yeah, that is the book's big lessons right here. Our life isn't measured in years. Our life is measured in the moment of love, gratitude, and courage. Yeah. So many of us are waiting for someday to live. Someday when we are richer. Someday when we are less busy. Someday when we are perfect. Yato says no, live now. The books on your hand for reading, okay, the sounds on your face, a cup of good coffee, a hug from someone you love. Those are the moments that matters. And this book, Eternal Love, written by Chinese author Xuemo, will make you put down your phone tonight and tell the people you care about how much they mean to you. I guarantee it, my friend. Your worst day isn't the end. It is a new beginning. Here is the first big truth this book slams home. Adversity isn't here to break you. Hi, Akshay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Akshay, okay? I'm so happy you're here with me, okay? I'm so happy to see you again, Akshay. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? Akshay, I'm Louis, I'm not the master, okay? The master is behind me, okay? Author Xuemo, yeah? So adversity isn't here to break you, it's here to wake you up. Yato's first move after that diagnosis speaks out a book written by Chinese author Xuemo. And then Yato, she did something crazy. She phone called Mr. Xuemo as a stranger. She was shaking and stuttering, tell everything happened to our author Xuemo. And do you know what does our author Xuemo say? Mr. Xuemo didn't say it will be okay. Yeah, because let's be real, that's usually when you're starting down death. Yeah, eternal love. Yeah, and also, our author Xuemo said, let's use this. Let's use this. Let's turn this fear into something that teaches you who you really are. So, under the guidance by our author Xuemo, told Yato the way to how to transform the fear into the inner balance at that moment. Yeah, that's game changing, right? So many of us when think about it when the bad things happens, we are just the victims, but the main character in the eternal love Yato learns slowly, painfully, but surely that her cancer wasn't a death sentence for her spirit. Yeah, it was a chance to stop running from her life and start living it. Yato started writing down every thought, every memory, everything she's grateful for. She also reconnected with her sister that he hadn't spoken to in years. Yato even start visiting other cancer patients in the hospital just to listen, okay? Has anyone here ever have had something terrible happens that ends up and pushing you to grow? Not that you do VC on yourself, but that made you a better person. Yeah, draw the story in the comments if you're comfortable sharing. I will read every single one, okay? So for Yato, okay, let's talk about the heart of this book, connection. Jason, wow. Okay, take care, Akshay. Take care, Akshay. Okay, okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, take care, my friend. Okay, have a nice day. Okay, see you, Akshay. Okay, so let's talk about the heart of this book, connection. Yato wasn't surrounded by a huge support system. She had a few people, but most of the time she felt alone. But that one call to our author Xuemo, it turned into a years-long correspondence. And that one connection. Hi, Yuki. Nice to meet you, Yuki. Yeah? Yeah, thank you. We are the great China. Yeah. Yuki, nice to meet you. Okay. Okay. Yuki, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Actually, I remember when I was a very little boy, I also have the flood in my hometown. So during the midnight, I still remember uh, my brother and my sister and my parents are taking the water out of my house. Yeah, just to keep the house in with no water. Yeah, so until the next day, so we can all of us didn't sleep all that night long. Just want to keep the water away of my house when I was a very little boy. Yeah, I have this kind of experience. Okay, that I'm about 6 or 7 years old. Yeah, so let's continue to talk about the book, okay? Let's continue to talk about the book, the heart of this book, connection. Yato wasn't surrounded by a huge support system. She had a few people, but most of the time, she felt alone. Yeah, but that one call to our author Xuemo, it turned into a years-long correspondence, and that one connection changed everything. Mm, their letters are not fancy. She writes about throwing up after chemo and how much she hated the hospital food. Of course, our author Schumann write back to Yato about Mr. Schuman's old struggle, about times he felt like giving up, he felt like giving up on his writing. So can you imagine that as a writer who had written more than 80 titles with over 300 editions? Okay, Mr. Xuemo also have a top periods on his writing. So Mr. Xuemo started to write The Desert Rise at the age of 25. When Mr. Xuemo finished this book, Mr. Xuemo was almost 40 years old after he finished The Desert Rise. Yeah. So during these 12 years to write The Desert Rise, our author Xuemo totally 5 years. In totally 5 years, Mr. Xuemo cannot write a single characters during totally 5 years. But our author Sherman just on her transcendence, insists on his transcendence. He wake up 3 in the morning and go to bed 11 p.m. And then he just insists for 5 years, just waiting the enlightenment wisdom to come. He just waiting his enlightenment wisdom to become active in Mr. Sherman's writing. Yeah. And after 5 years waiting, our author Sherman can write the books through the enlightenment wisdom. Yeah. So it means that our authors, yeah, driver C, nice to meet you. Okay, well, congratulations to the rainbow. Yeah, to the rainbow. Yeah. Okay. So are you sure? You can see the rainbow after the rain. We can see the rainbow after the rain. We can see the rainbow. So I remember in when I was living in Southeast China. So in July, August, and June, it was always have a heavy rain in the afternoon. And after the rain, we can enjoy the rainbow. We can see a lot of rainbow hanging in the sky. And that is so beautiful. Okay, so let's continue to talk about that. Hi, Addie. Nice to meet you. You remember that, Addie? Yeah. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, driver C. Okay, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This is Louis from Western China. I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. And this channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So let's continue to talk about the story. And after 5 years waiting, and our author Xuemo got can write the novels through our autonomous enlightenment wisdom. It means that our author Xuemo can write the novel, can write the books in any times and anywhere. And also, our author Xuemo, uh, he's a hardworking writer. Also, our author Xuemo, he didn't waste any times. For example, when our author Xuemo are waiting in the airport, our automobile start his writing. And when our automobile were taking some business on the bank hall, reception of the bank hall, yeah, our automobile also do his writing. So Mr. Schumer can write the books anytime. Okay, in our academy, Xuemo Academy, Mr. Xuemo has a car. Okay, and then there's a tables that they have a table setting behind in his car, and our autism also can write the books in the car. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story of our autism. And Yato writes about throwing up after chemo and how much she hate the hospital food. And our autism give Yato some guidance just like that. So in the letters, Yato writes just like that. Okay, he hated the hospital food. He was exhausted after the chemo, and then the doctor and the nurses just put her into the wheelchair and push her out of the chemo room. So that's the first time the chemo treatment. So and then our author Xuemo give Yato guidance just like that. So when you are doing the chemo, you just enjoy that. Okay, you just enjoy that. You just imagine that all the good energies, just as the sunshine to nourish your body. All the positive energy just like the sunshine to nourish your body. So you don't need to afraid of the chemo. You just enjoy that. That's the mind changing. That's the mind changing. And also, you can also imagine that that is your teacher shining into your body. They're shining with the red lines into your body and nourish your body. Do you know what happens after Yato to our autonomous guidance? Okay, the second time after Yato to our autonomous guidance, just Yato just enjoy the chemo treatment. And after the chemo treatment, Yato just full, she felt that she's full of energies. She full of energies. She just walked out of the hospital and go to join the reading corner later. So that's the difference of the mind changing. Okay, that's the difference of the mind changing. So sometimes when we think about that the positive energies come to our body, so we will feel the positive energies. So the negative energies. Okay. So when we feel the positive energies and we will feel the positive energies. So that's the mind changing. And our audition will give Yato's guidance just like that. And also, Mr. Xuemo asked Yato questions. What is one thing you will always want to do but were too scared? Yeah. What is one thing you was always want to do but were too scared? Who is the person you regret not saying I love you or I'm sorry to? And this book, it will teach us that love isn't about how many followers you have or how many family members are around. It's about one person who sees you, really sees you. And our author Sherman didn't fix Yato's cancer, and our author Sherman didn't wait a magic wand. Okay, Mr. Sherman just listened. Mr. Sherman validated her fear. Hey, Patty, nice to meet you. Patty, nice to meet you. If you're new here, don't forget Thai. Patty, nice to meet you, okay? So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This is Louis from Western China. Lady Rose West. Hi. Okay. Yeah. So what I did at first this thing, man. Oh, subscribe our channel. Yeah. Thank you so much, Patty. Okay. Lady Rose West. Rose West. Okay, nice to meet you, my friend. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel, yeah? So let's continue talk about the book. Let's continue talk about the book, okay? So our author Sherman didn't fix Yato's cancer, and our author Sherman just listened. Mrs. Sherman validated her fear. Our author Sherman told her, "Your pain matters, and your life matters, and that's enough." So many of us walk around feeling invisible, like no one gets what we are going through. But Yato's story proved one real conversation. Think about that. Think about think about that, okay? So our author Shima said that your pen matter, your light matter, and that's enough. So many of us walk around feeling invisible, and that's enough. So many of us walk around feeling invisible, like no one gets what we are going through. But Yato's story proved that one real conversation, one person who shows up, is all it takes to feel human again. Think about that person's in your life. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a teacher, and even a stranger who said the right things at the right times in your life. Tag them right now, and if they are watching, let them know they save you too. So after Yato encounter our author Xuemo, yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? So Yato, actually, our author Sherma fixed Yato's cancer when the first time Yato encountered our author Sherma. So under the guidance by our author Sherma, okay, Yato do the standing meditation okay, do the meditation, do the visualization, okay, according to our autonomous guidance. And then, luckily, when Yato go to the hospital for the body check again, the cancer was gone. The cancer was gone. And then Yato was so exciting. And then Yato, she just want to came to work again. So it means that when Yato came to work again, uh, Yato's life didn't change. The way of her life didn't change. So, and then she just go to the another role of her life. Okay, the old road of his hi. Hi, Luca Blue, nice to meet you. Are you serious? Okay. Luca, nice to meet you. Okay. Luca Blue, okay. Yeah, I got that. I got that. So I respect your choice. I respect your choice, my friend. Luca Blue, okay? Yeah. Okay, Luca Blue, have you ever subscribed our channel? If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This channel is dedicated to, yeah, okay, Frank, the Franks about Harper, the two books. Yeah. Okay, let's continue to talk about the book. Let's continue to talk about the book right here. And then, do you know that when after the guidance by our author Xuemo, okay, and Yato, she go to the hospital for the body check again, and then she found that her cancer was gone, and then she was so exciting, and she go back to work again, and then after a couple of months, and the cancer come back again, and even serious than before, even serious than before. So our authorship has always said we are the creator of our own world. So how can we become the creator of our own world? Yeah, really? Okay, you mean that the desert rice, the desert rice? Yeah, the desert rice. So that is the first novel our author Shimmer wrote. And after the publication of this book, our author Shimmer became the professional writers in China. Before that, Mr. Shimmer was a Chinese teacher in primary school. Yeah. And the Desert Rise, our author Shimmer write for more 12 years. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, let's continue to talk about the book. That eternal love. And this lady, so and then when Yato got the cancer again, get a tongue cancer again, okay, Yato had she have to quit her job. She have to quit her job. Okay. And then during these 4 years, Yato just list reading our autism book. He just reading our autism book and take a rest. And vice was reading and she just take the notes. Hi, Zaki. Izaki, nice to meet you. Izaki, nice to meet you. This is Louis from Western China. I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay, so now I know you. Nice to meet you, my friend Izaki. Yeah, nice to meet you. This is Louis from Western China. I'm so happy you're here with me. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah, Grace. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay. Okay, let's get real for a second. Yato was terrified after she got the tongue cancer. And she write about laying awake at 3 in the morning, sweating because she was so scared of the pain. She write about panicking why when she can swallow food, thinking this is it, this is how it ends. The grapes, the grapes, yeah. So you love the grapes, okay? Mm, thinking it, this is it, this is how it ends. But here is the trick our author Xuemo teach her. It is something you can use today. Yeah, your old friend. Okay, exactly. Oh, okay, you are an old friend right here. Yeah. So have you ever changed your name? Is that right, exactly? Ah, got that, Grace. Got that. So you change your name. Okay. Okay. Got that. Got that. Yampui. Yampui. Okay. Yampui. Nice to meet you. Okay. So let's continue talk about the book. Okay. So, Grace, have you ever read a book written by our author Xuemo? And also, there is a technology in Greece. They want to translate our author Xuemo's book into Turkey, into sorry, into the Latin. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, very little bit, a bit. So which book have you been read? Maybe just some. Just some essays from the internet. Yeah. So our author Sherman teach Yato that there is something you can use today, no matter what you're scared of. Notice the fear, but don't let it talk. Our author Sherman tells her, when the fear comes, say, I see you, then ask yourself, what do I need right now? For Yato, sometimes it was just getting up and reading a book written by Chinese author Sherman and making a cup of her favorite tea. Sometimes it was just calling her niece and listen to her talk about the school. And sometimes she was just sitting by the window and watching the birds outside. Yato, she didn't, the main character of Yato in this book, Eternal Love, she didn't find the fear. She let the fear be there, but she didn't let the fear control her actions. Yeah, that's courage, guys. Not the absence of fear, the ability to move forward even it is screaming at you. Yeah. So let's talk about Yato. She cannot swallow first when she uh, about the panicking when she cannot swallow food. So can you imagine that as a tongue cancer patient, Yato's tongue was totally broken and was always breathing. Okay, so when she was sipping the waters, that is the touches for her. When she was eating some porridges, it also the touches for her. So for the ordinary people, for the common people, when we drink the water, when we sipping the water, that is an enjoyment for us. But for Yato, that's the touches for her. Okay. Mm, do you have any kind of experience when your lip was broken or you got a toothache? It's much terrible than that. It's much that terrible than that. So one of my friend right here, she got a toothache. She got a toothache. She cannot eat any rice. She just put some noodles and taste some steamed bread. Okay. What is your favorite color? My favorite color actually is the blue. Blue, my friend. Hi. Yeah, cha, okay? Tea, the tea, okay? I'm here to drink the black tea. We like to drink some black tea, my friend. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story, okay? Let's continue to talk about Yato's Paganese. So one of my friend right here, she got a toothache. Oh, you love the red. Our author Sherman also love the color of red. Do you know why? The red means patient. So when the people saw our author Sherman, when the people see our author Sherman, he was always wearing a red shoe, the Chinese red shoe. Okay, the Chinese red shoe. Yeah, red equal Ronaldo. Yeah, red like a royal. Red is also MU. Okay, MU. MU. Okay, Manchester United. Okay, red. So let's continue talk about the book. Okay, let's continue talk about the story. Okay, so when my friend told Taylor toothache, she cannot eat any rice, but she have to eat. Okay, she have to eat, and she taste some steamed bread in the noodles. Okay, and let the steamed bread melt, and then drink the drink the bread with the water, just like she was drinking the porridges. Yeah, but that is the torture for my friend. And then Yato, yeah, the brass teeth is my sometimes. Now I'm talking about the main character of Yato. She got the tongue cancer. She got a tongue cancer. It is much terrible than the toothache. It's much terrible than the lip was broken. Yeah, yeah. So okay, anything just how to say that? So anything has born, grow up, mm, and die. Okay, that's the rules of the things. There's a cycle. There's a cycle. So even though we brush our teeth every day and after the meal, sometimes we've got the toothache. Sometimes we've got a toothache. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about Yato's story. Okay. So when Yato was eating something, that's the torture for her. Okay, as a tongue cancer patient, and her tongue was totally broken. uh, mm, no, actually, in I remember when I was a student, and some students are good students, and some of them, yeah, I'm Chinese, apps 3297. Yeah, I'm from China, my friend. I'm from China. Now I'm here in Western China. I'm here to sharing you the books written by Chinese author Xuemo. Okay, apps 3297. Even new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah, okay, just do that. Okay. So, what kind of question do you want to ask? Yeah. And then let's continue to talk about the story. So, adult Yato's body was in agony, her mind was peaceful. And somebody, when we saw Yato any times and anywhere, we can saw a calm, a serene, and a peaceful face. Yeah. So as if there was nothing wrong with her as a tongue cancer patient, and she was almost dying as a dying person. Your answer? So I remember when I was in middle school. When I was in middle school, and some of the best students are always fighting. Okay, are always fighting, and they cannot some students they will find outside of the school, they cannot find in the school. Okay, because that's not allowed, that's forbidden to find in the school. And some people just find for the money. Okay, and some people they will find with the uh why do Chinese people want the tiger body parts and predict to go on from the Y by 2040, and poaching is a big factor. Yeah, yeah, you're right. The poaching is a big factor in China. So that's why our author Sherman write this book. There's a hunter. There's a hunter. So some people said that if one day the earth was destroyed, and we can okay. I got that. I got that, Grace. Okay. So after some and the people said and some readers said, if one day the earth was destroyed, and this book it will give you the answer how it happens. So this book is also about a poaching instance about this book. There's a hunter. There's a hunter. So when the people go to the desert for hunt the wolf and hunt the wolf, I hunt the fox. Yeah. So and it just brought it just brought the earth on the desert. Yeah. Wow. That book is 120, two books in Philippine side the world. Really? Okay. Ali. AI Bus. Okay, AI Bus, nice to meet you. Yeah. No, we don't find in the school. We don't find in the school. Okay. Mm, some student fight for the money, and some student fight for the for the early love for the early love. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the Western China. The Western China actually the poaching is forbidden in China. A lot of animal. Yeah, nice to meet you, my friend. Egypt country ball production. Okay, so are you making a ball, my friend? Yeah. Xinjiang province. No, I'm in Gansu province right here. Gansu province. Yeah, Gansu province. So have you ever watched a Chinese movie in its name's Ke City? It's also about the poaching incident, the poaching incident. Yeah, yeah, the money. So you know that some of the students they just want to buy something, uh, for example, the new cell phone. Okay. Oh yeah, it is a community where people made the comics as the country of the ball. Okay, I got that. I got that. So my friend from Egypt, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Okay, this is Louis from Western China, Gansu province. Okay, Hubei city. Here is very near Xinjiang province. Very near Xinjiang province. Yeah. So have you ever go to take the sceneries of Mogao grottos? That's the famous grottos in all over the world. Are you Hui? What do you mean? Are you Hui? Oh no, no, I'm not Muslim. I'm Han people. I'm Han. Okay, I'm Han. Okay, yeah, yeah. Sometimes they will rob other students. Yeah. Mm, X. So let's continue to talk about the hunting. Okay, actually, the hunting is forbidden in China. Okay, actually, the hunting is forbidden in China. Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm in the Western China. I'm in the west of China. So I was born in southeast of China. I was born in southeast of China. So and I have worked for many years in southeast of China. And then after I encountered Autonomous book, um, yeah, that's immortal. Yeah, that's immortal. So we have to take care of the weaker, Yeah. So our author Xuemo always said, so all his writing, he just want to make the world peaceful, make the world peaceful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, my friend, the Egypt friend. Actually, uh, of course, the Chinese and the Uyghurs live in harmony. Yeah. Um, the YouTube is banned in China, and do you know that? Uh, we get the permission from the Chinese government, so we take an overseas internet. We take an overseas internet, so we pay for the internet company for about 30,000 RMB per year. No, I didn't use the VPN. So we use an overseas international. Okay, Patty, yeah. Patty, if you're new here, okay, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel, yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story, okay, of Yato, yeah. Hi, it's mean, it's man hit. Okay, nice to meet you. Yeah, you're right. Raccoon, more like a raccoon who. Okay, hi. Is nice to meet you. Okay, this is Louis from Western China. Okay, welcome to our live stream. Okay, so what do you mean about the raccoon? Who like the raccoon? Okay, Grace. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, our author Xuemo tells Yato as a cancer patient, when the fear comes, say I see you, then ask yourself, really? So you're accidentally Chinese, yeah? That's great. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So, my friend from Egypt, can you read the Chinese character? Can you read the Chinese character? So, our autonomous book are written in Chinese, and this book was translated by. Okay, you can speak a little bit. That's great. Yeah, that's great. So if you can read the Chinese, if you want to know the culture books, the culture was written by our author Xuemo. Wow, that's great. That's great. Okay, so you can take a copy of this book for reading, Beyond Emptiness. Beyond Emptiness. This book is the most powerful books written by our author Xuemo, Beyond Emptiness. Okay, so if I want to recommend you a book written by our author Xuemo, you must read. That is the Beyond Emptiness. It's about the culture and how to make us feel the find clarities in our life. Yeah, Beyond Emptiness. Yeah, Patty, if you can read the Chinese, you can take the copy of this book from Amazon, the Chinese editors. Yeah. Okay. So your father can speak Chinese. Okay. The friend from Egypt. May I know your name, please? May I know your name, please? Hi, John. Nice to meet you. I'm from China. I'm from Western China. Okay. I'm here in Western China. Do you know the Gansu province, Western China? So I'm here to sharing with a book written by a Gansu writer Xuemo, Chinese writer Xuemo, okay, from Western China. Mr. Xuemo has written more than 80 titles. Yeah, I'm China. I'm Asia. I'm China. I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese. Okay. So as far as you know, Mr. Xuemo has written more than 80 titles. Okay, Mexico. That's great. Mexico is so great. Okay. So we have an Spanish editors of books right here. Okay. So okay, John Pius. So our author will write a new book about Pachamama's John. And this book is also translated by Liliana's technology, okay, Mexican technologist, okay, Liliana Asoska. Yeah. Okay. Hi, my friend. No, I'm not Xuemo. I'm the student of Xuemo, my friend. I'm the student of Xuemo. Yeah. Yeah, my friend. Snap, sock sniper. Yeah, I'm a student of Mr. Xuemo. Okay, what animals, my friend. Nice to meet you, my friend. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel, okay? Yeah, that friend is sending me some Arabic. I cannot read the Arabic, okay? I cannot read the Arabic. But by the way, okay, nice to meet you, my friend. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. John Paris, can you read the book? Can you translate this book into really? The noodle languages? Are you serious? Okay. Uh, you just made me remember a joke from my grandfather. Okay, from my grandfather during the summer vacation. During the summer vacation, when I was a very little boy, and my grandfather asked all of us to finish Western. Okay, I would love the seafood. I would love the crab. Okay, the steamed crab. That is so delicious. How about you, John? So you know that I was born in the southeast of China. Okay, I ate the seafood when I grew up. So I remember that all the seafood in my in my hometown, all the people will cook the shop, we cook the soup. Okay, the Chinese dumpling, Momo, Chinese Momo, okay? You love the Chinese Momo? So, John, okay, do you know that last year, December, our audition was invited to take the lecture to the College of Mexico? Yeah. And when our audition go to visit what was invited to take the lecture in the College of Mexico, yeah, I'm 40s. I'm 40s, yeah. So, and our author will write a novel about the Mexico, Pachamama's John, yeah. So, and also we have another book about Spanish. So, John, do you know what is this book about? What is this book about? Yeah, this book is about also was written in Spanish. Yeah, yeah. This book is about the Taoism. Is this book is about the Taoism? Yeah. The rules, the three rules of Chinese culture. The three rules of Chinese culture is about the Confucianism and the Taoism and the Buddhism. Yeah. So this is the book our author Shima interpret Lao Tzu. Okay, about the Taoism. Yeah. Now let's continue talk about the books of the eternal love. This book about a dying lady who got the transcendence by the guidance by our author Xuemo. So Mrs. Xuemo tells her when the fear comes, say I see you, then ask yourself, what do I need right now? For Yato, sometimes it's just getting up and reading a book written by our author Xuemo. Yato, she didn't find the fear. She let the fear be there. Yeah, our official must also have the Hindi version, have the Hindi versions and the Nepalese version. Okay, make some these books translation Bengali, Hindi, Indian, multiple languages translation. Yeah. Okay, some translators have already translated our author Sharma's book into Indian, and Hindi. Okay, yeah, and Nepalese. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, Yato, she didn't find the fear as a tongue cancer patient, she didn't find the fear. She let the fear be there, but she didn't let the fear control her actions. That's courage, guys. Not the absence of fear, the ability to move forward even when it is screaming at you. Yeah. So I want you to try this right now. Think about one thing you're scared of. Maybe it's a work deadline. Maybe it's a doctor's appointment. Telling someone how you feel. Yeah. So, and you can also say to yourself, I see you next to that fear. Yeah, of course. I'm the lucky boy in my family. I'm the lucky boy in my family. Yeah, Grace. I'm the lucky boy in my family. So I have the elder sister and the elder brother in my family. Yeah. I was born when my parents are about 43 years old. Yeah, 43 years old. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book, about the eternal love. Eternal love. So, coffee, just the tea, okay? The black tea. The black tea. Yeah. So I'm drinking the black tea. I will love the black tea, okay? So our author Shimmer will love the green tea. So so no, I mean that my parents when I was born, my parents was about 34, 33 years old. Yeah. Yeah. Jason. So let's continue to talk about the book of the eternal love. Yeah. Jason, you're so curious. Okay, you're so curious. Okay, so let's talk about the book about the eternal love written by our author Xuemo. Okay, the late marriages. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So okay, now let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, our life's value isn't in length; it's in depth. Here is the biggest lesson in this book, and it's gonna make you put down your phone and hug someone when we are done. Yato, do you eat pot? Yeah, Api, Api, it's nice to meet you. So, most of Chinese people are eating the pork, yeah, and some Muslim, and the Muslim they didn't eat the pork, they only eat the beef and the lamb and the meat of the lamb, yeah. So in my hometown, the meat of the lamb is about 6 RMB. Okay, 120 RMB for 1 kilogram. Vegetarian, yeah. Okay, you go to Shanghai. Okay, so what do you think of Shanghai? Shanghai is most modern cities. Is the most modern cities in the world. Yeah. So the facilities in Shanghai, is really good. It's really good, and the most modernized city in China is about the Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou. Yeah. Okay. You're talking the beautiful girl. Yeah. So that's okay. So and also Hangzhou, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Shanghai. So and also Chengdu. Chengdu is more much more beautiful. So I lived in Chengdu for about 6 years. The Chinese people eat animals? No. What do you mean they eat animals? Okay. Okay, got that. Okay, I'm from China, my friend. I'm from China, Western China. Yeah. So I was born in southeast of China, and now I live in Western China. Okay, Gansu province. It's very near the Gobi Desert right here. Okay. So in our author Xuemo, can you see the background behind me? Can you see the background behind me? That gentleman is our author Xuemo, okay? The author of the Eternal Love. Okay, and this book was written by Xuemo and translated by Holt Goblet and Spiritual Link. Okay, a Pete. Yeah. So, snake, snake fire. Uh, it's more like you. No, actually, it's author Xuemo, yeah, my friend. Uh, when I was a very little boy, so my other brother catch a snake. That snake is poisonous. Okay, that snake is poisonous. Okay, and then he cooked the snake meat for me. That is the first time and the last time I ate a snake. That's the first time when I was a little boy. Yeah. So I was born in the. I'm a farmer in the southeast China. So and then in my father's and in my parents' field, there is our elder brother, my elder brother just take the stone out. Okay, there is a snake under the stone, and then he take the snake and cook the snake for me. That is the first time and the last time I ate the meat of the snake. Not the snake fired. Yeah. So yeah, Shanghai have a lot of food. Yeah. So I have never been to Shanghai. Yeah, I have been to Shanghai before. Okay, I have been to Shanghai before about 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Shanghai is almost the same as Guangzhou. You know that I was living in Guangzhou for many years, and all the modernized cities are almost the same. Okay, Abby, Casmis, Chasmis. Your name is Abe Chasmis, yeah? You mean you mean that? Chasmis, okay? So can I call you Abe? Abe? Abe, yeah. Or Abe or Abe. Abe Chasmis. Yeah? So that's your name, okay? Abe Chasmis, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more updates and for more wisdom books. Yeah? So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? The Books of Eternal Love. Our Eternal Love, written by Chinese author Xuemo and translate Abi, okay? Got that? Abi Chasmis, okay? Abi. Yeah, nice name, okay? Api, 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 okay? Api, okay? My name is Api, okay? Got it? Okay, got it, Api, okay? Api, nice to meet you, okay? Api, where are you from? So your name just like you're from, okay? Your name is just like you're from uh, Spanish country, yeah? For maybe you're from Mexico, yeah? So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? The life's values isn't in length, it's in depth. Here is the biggest lesson in this book, and it gonna make you put down your phone. Yeah, nice to meet you, my friend. Yeah. And then it's made you put on your phone today and hug someone when we are done. Yato didn't beat the cancer, she lived with the cancer, and eventually she passed away. But that is not the point of her story. The point is, in those last years, she lived more fully than most people do in their 80s. Yato stopped worrying about what people thought of her. She told her mom that she loved her every single day. Yato also wrote a letter to her younger self, forgiving her for all the mistakes she had made. Okay, she even started a little garden on her balcony, growing tomatoes and basil just because she wanted to watch something grow. Yeah, And we know that Yato was born in a very strict family. Yeah. So when he make a very tiny mistake, and he will be beaten by her father. Okay. Even though Yato go to the university, and Yato was always beaten by her father and also his elder sister. Yeah. So that's the reason why Yato want to escape this family. So when Yato graduated from university, what do you mean there, my friend? What do you mean there? Okay, Grace, what do you mean? So when Yato graduated from university, okay, she met a man and then she get married as soon as possible, just because Yato. Louis, don't understand your summary. Okay, really? Okay, now I'm going to telling you about the story of Yato. Yato, okay? So Yato was grow up with a super strict dad. And then I'm here to telling you why Yato got the tongue cancer. Tongue cancer. Yeah. So Yato was born in a very strict family. Yeah. And her father was a retired soldier, When Yato made some mistake, she will be beaten by her father. She will be beaten by her father. Even though Yato went to the university, and even she was making a very tiny mistake, she was always beaten by her father. Uh, Actually, there's another kind of love. There's another kind of love. The man, he loved in his own messy and imperfect way. So that is the love. That's her father expressing her love. Yeah, yeah. That's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah. And then after Yato graduated from university, she just want to get rid of this night. She just want to leave this family, and she met a man and she get married as soon as possible. But for Yato, that is only one nightmare to another nightmare. Okay, do you know why? Do you know why? Just because after Yato, the main character of Yato got married. Uh, yeah, yeah. The word need peaceful eternal love is urgent. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah. In ancient China, okay, mm, the if the student didn't do the homework, and it will be beaten by the Chinese teacher, and a lot of Chinese parents hold the teacher more strictly to their kids, and but some of them, okay, she said that you cannot beat my son, you cannot beat my girl, okay. So and now there's some kind of that's why a lot of Chinese teacher they cannot beat the student in China, even though they are the teachers in China now, they are so afraid the student get some troubles and get hurt in the school. So I heard a news about actually that's happened in my school. That's happened in my training school. Okay, so yeah, I know that. That's the kung fu movie. That's the kung fu movie. That's the ancient China. The ancient China. Okay, the parents give the power to the teacher to be their narrate later. Got it. Theo Fox. I don't know that. I don't know that. Okay, so get what do you mean that slogan? Gig it means gesture. It Gary. I don't know what do you mean talk about. Okay, Theo Fox. Theo Fox. Nice to meet you. Pure. Okay, Theo Fox. Nice to meet you. So let's continue to talk about the story. Okay. So now, I heard of a lot of these kind of examples. A P. So you want to become the chairman of China? Just you know that just study well and work hard and to become a governor. So according to the Confucian system, so in China, the student they have to study hard and study well to become a governor. Okay, and that's the first step. You want to become the chairman of China, so you have to become a governor, and then from one step to become the president of China. Okay, the chairman of China. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about that. Okay, in China, most of the teachers cannot are so afraid the students are hurt in the school. So when I got that news, and some teachers, even though during the break time, okay, the teachers are not allow the students just rush out of the classroom. They will line up one by one to go to the restroom during this break time. Okay, a P, no, no. And I never traveled to Mexico. Last year, our audition was invited to take the lecture in Mexico. Yeah, my friend. Api, Api, are you Mexican? Are you Mexican? Yeah. So I got a news. I got a news from the internet. Yeah. So two of Chinese football fans just go to Mexico for the World Cup, for the FIFA World Cup. No, I didn't beat anyone. I didn't beat anyone. Yeah, I didn't beat anyone. So I read the news on the internet from the internet. Yeah. So there are two Chinese football fans go to Mexico to watch the FIFA World Cup, and then they just okay. Argentina sucks. Argentina sucks. Yeah. Almost lost the games. Almost lost the game. Really? Okay, that's great. Cabra. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So do you know what happened to that Chinese football fan? They just left the airport of the Mexican. They've been lured by two men riding the motorbike. Okay, they put the gun on his neck on his hand, and then rob all the things, all the monies of the passport and the laptop and the phone. All the things were robbed. They just were out of the airport of the Mexico. So up here, so that's a sad story. Okay, that's a sad story. Okay, yeah. So LA one big, okay? So are you American? Are you American? Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the story. Let's continue to talk about the story, my friend. So Yato was when he get married with a man after her graduation from university. And why do I call that Yato just escape from one nightmare to another? Okay, and she married with a man. That man is so get the jealousies of all the men, get jealousy of all the men. So when Yato come back home from work, and her four husbands will always check her phone number. Okay, if there is a strange phone numbers on Yato's phone, she will recall back. She will call back. Okay, if there was a man, if there was a man's voice, Yato, it will be beaten by her four husbands. So that wasn't the worst. The worst is that Yato's husband betrayed her, and he married to another. He got married with another girl. Yeah. Jason, you're right. So let's continue to talk about the story of this book, okay? Eternal Love. So, and after she divorced with her husband, Yato just go to the bar to drink the alcohol and take the cigarette and eat. Kevin, nice to meet you. Okay, got it. Kevin, hi. Kevin, nice to meet you. I'm so happy you're here with me, okay? With me today, okay? Long time no see, okay? Long time no see. Yeah. Canada just lost the games. Just lost the games this morning. Yeah. This morning, yeah. Kevin, have you go to watch the World Cup? No, I'm not drinking the alcohol. I'm drinking the black tea. The black tea right here. Okay. I'm drinking the black tea. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? Yato writes in her last letters. She said that I used to measure my life by how many years I live. Now I measure it by how many moments I've loved. That is the magic of this book. Yeah, that's the magic of this book. It didn't sell you a fairy tale where everything works out. You love Messi. Yeah, I love Messi too. Okay, I love Messi too. Yeah. Do you know book of the Grimory? No, no, a Pete. Yeah. So, Api, have you ever met our author Xuemo in Mexico? Last year, our author Xuemo was invited to take the lecture in Mexico. Yeah. So this book didn't sell you a fairy tale where everything was out. It sell you the truth, not Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the best. Yeah, Ronaldo is 41 years old. Yeah, 41 years old. And Messi is about 40 years old. Yeah. Fuck with the honkies. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, hi. Mimo, nice to meet you. Mimo, nice to meet you, my friend. Mimo, even new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah, Mimo is the gold. Mimo is the gold. Messi is the gold, yeah. Penado. Yeah, you mean the Ronaldo from Brazil? Okay, Mimo, I'm from China. Mimo, I'm from China, okay? Western China, okay? Now I'm here to sharing you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Can you see the background behind me? This gentleman is actually my teacher, Mr. Xuemo. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, Nemo, even new here, even Meow, even new here. Yeah, China is great. China is great. Yeah, China is great. Yeah. China is the most safety countries in the world. Yeah. China is the most safety countries in the world. And then we can enjoy the peace life in China. Okay. Anywhere and any times. Yeah. So and the phylactery and the you know that in China we go to the hospital we didn't pay so much. We didn't pay so much. Yeah. Meow, meow verse. Okay, so that is a sad story. That's the sad story. That's a sad story. Okay, Grace. Okay, you mean the Ronaldo from Brazil? Okay, another Ronaldo from Brazil. Yeah, that is about. That's about I watched the first time I watched the Football Cup in 1998, 1998, Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah. and the word cup, the word cup in French. Yeah, yeah. Today, yeah, Brazil via Norway. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, I'm working. I'm doing the jobs. I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah. So you know that that is a sad story for China. Okay, for China. Yeah. So okay, about 1.4 billion people's populations in China. They cannot select 14, 11 player to play the football. That is a sad story. Just as the people in India. Yeah. You mean the Buddhism? Actually, like how to say that? Mm, you know that in China, a lot of people are the Buddhisms, and some of them are Taoism, and the Taoists and the Taoists. Yeah. What kind of God worship in China? So in Western China, a lot of people, okay, are respecting the God. Yeah. Can you can play football? What you mean that? Yeah. And all the people, a lot of people in China, especially in my hometown, so we'll have the god of the kitchen, we have the god of the land, yeah, we have the god of the how to say that, of the street. So do you know that in my hometown there is a when was a boy was falling down in the street, when a when a boy was falling down in the street, that is many times, many years ago. So and then what do you mean that? Okay. Oh, you dream about, you have a dream of going to China. Just go to China, okay? Just go to China. Yeah, a lot of temples right here. A lot of temples right here. Yeah. Mm, sometimes, okay, I'm going to sharing about the god worship. Okay. So and also a lot of god worship in China. So when a boy was falling down in the street, and then the parents will send the boy to the hospital, and when the boy, okay, it's hard to get the with treatment, okay, and then the parents will go to the Taoist to take a kind of ceremony, okay, to take a kind of ceremony on the street, and then the girl are getting better. So there is some kind of god worship in China, and there's some kind of you don't have a visa. Actually, you can go to the agency. You can go to the immigrant agency in your country and to got interview, yeah, and you can got the visa to enter China. That's so easy for us. That's so easy for us. And also, when we go to take to visit to US, so we have also to take a interview on the immigrant agency. Okay, Kung Fu Tom. I don't. What do you mean there? Okay, I don't know. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, Yato Sada. Yato Sada. It says you the truth in this book that a short life lived with love is worth 100 long life lived in fear. And how many of us are waiting for someday to living? Yeah, someday when we have more money, someday when we are perfect, someday when we are busy. Angel. Mizo? Who is like Mizo? Yeah. Okay. And Yatro's story said, stop waiting. Stop waiting. The perfect moment is right now. This cup of coffee, this chat with a friend, this book for reading, and this chance to say, I'm sorry, I love you too. So just stop waiting, Bengalis. So you're from the same country, meow? Jason, you're from the same country, Bangladesh. So raise your hand, my friend. If you're gonna do one thing today that matters, call that person, take their work, forgive their mistake. Yeah. P, you mean me? You mean me? Yeah, of course. I got married. Yeah, I got married. Yeah. So, mm, what about the live sessions? I'm here to share, just sharing you the book written by our author Xuemo. Okay, I'm here just here sharing you the book written by our author Xuemo. So you know that this channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the works of Chinese author Xuemo. So Mr. Xuemo is my teacher right here. Okay, is my teacher, and then I read a lot of books written by our author Xuemo. Okay, yeah, Eternal Love. Eternal Love. This book is about a and this book is about a tongue cancer patient. The tongue cancer patient, okay, a lady who got a tongue cancer, and the doctor said she only have 2 or 3 months left to live. And under the guidance by our author Xuemo, yeah, she lived for more 4 years. Although her body was in agony and her mind was peaceful. Yeah. And this book is a literary work, literature books, okay, not the history books. Is a is a novel about the self redemption under the guidance by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah, under the guidance by our author Xuemo, the main character Yato, she got the self redemptions. Yeah, Ralph, nice to meet you. Okay, yeah. So I'm here to sharing you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo, my friend Ralph. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah. So the eternal love, the title eternal love. Let's break that down, my friend. This isn't about romantic love, and this book is about the kind that stick around somebody's gone. When Yato passed away, uh, Williams, William mm, Patterson. I will try to put later. Yeah, I will try to put later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, Jason. You're right. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, let's continue to talk about the book. So this book is about the tongue cancer patient. Okay, Grace, what are you talking about? Wait for what? So when Yato passed away, our author Xuemo just took their letters and turned them into this book. Our author Xuemo just want Yato's story to help others. Mizu, Miyu Dudu. Grace, are you serious about the banana and the chocolate? Okay. Yeah. So our author Schumer take the letters between, and this book is about the letters between author Xuemo and the main character Yato. And our author Xuemo took the letter and turned them into this book. Mr. Xuemo just want her story to help others. Yeah. So that is the books of eternal love. Okay, that's the book of eternal love. And also, after Yato passed away, Yato's friend started a support group for the cancer patients in her name. And Yato's niece plant tomatoes every year in her honor. That is the eternal love. That is the eternal love. Yeah. So, Api, Yashin, okay. Okay, I have to go. Okay, I have to go. Even new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. I have to go. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Grace, don't forget the banana and the chocolate. Okay, see you later, my friend. Have a nice day. Goodbye.